Hello everyone, I am AutomaTitan and it's been a while since the last upload, hasn't it? Sorry about that. But today we're going to be getting back into the swing of things with the colony simulator RimWorld, a game that has tons of replay value, that is somewhat like Prison Architect, if Prison Architect had an emphasis on survival and was based in a world that wants you dead. I've already made our starting colonists, but before I introduce them to you all, I need to choose our storyteller and our landing zone. First up we have Cassandra, the default storyteller who gives you a gradual challenge that scales with time. Basically, she has a gradual and consistent difficulty curve whilst still being able to give you a bit of breathing room in the early game so that you can get your settlement on the go. Then we have Phoebe, who is somewhat similar to Cassandra in that she has a nice gradual difficulty curve. However, unlike Cassandra, Phoebe will give you a lot more breathing room as she's more friendly. But then we come on to the third storyteller, Randy Random, who plays by his own rules. Now, Randy is a more chaotic storyteller, and if it pleases him, he will unleash a plague like you've never seen onto your colonists before you even get started properly. He can end you within the first couple of days, which is part of the challenge of going with Randy Random, and that's why we're going to be choosing him, even though I generally like going with Cassandra because of the consistency. So now that we've got our storyteller out of the way, we need to designate our landing zone. And when it comes to the landing zone, I generally look for somewhere that has mountains or big hills, with the caveat of having some caves, because the caves have a chance to spawn insects, which make the map inherently more dangerous and a little bit more risky to traverse the map. So yeah, I like having those around, even if there is a chance that they could end my colony prematurely. And here we go. The landing site's been found, we've got big hills with caves, and as a bonus we have a year-round growing period, so food shouldn't really be a problem, as starvation is something that kills quite a lot of my colonists in my own playthroughs. But yes, now that we have our storytellers and our landing zone decided, it's time to introduce you to the cast of characters. First up we have Titan, a bloodthirsty masochist. Second, we have Subtitle Guy, a depressed novelist. And finally, we have Dave, because I'm a firm believer that every colony needs a Dave, and this Dave is simultaneously incredibly trustworthy and a compulsive liar. I still have no idea how these two traits don't cancel each other out, but they don't, and I'm interested to see how that's going to play out with the social interactions between the characters going forward. So that's the cast of characters, we've got our storyteller, we've got our landing zone, let's begin. The three of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. And survive we shall. We just need to find a nice location to survive. I'm thinking here is nice and defensible. All we need to do is build a wall here and a wall here. We also have a nice open area here with what I'm thinking is a great danger. Great dangers are little areas where you can open up and they have enemies in there which are quite difficult to take out. We also have a herd of buffalo, and let's have a look at what our pet was this time. We've got a husky! Oh, I love huskies. That makes me happy. What I am thinking of doing is walling off this section here. Just let me get a plan out. So we're going to wall off all the way down here and across here. We're going to make this the only entrance into the colony, and we're going to line this with traps and possibly areas where we can just gun down the enemies. When it comes to the food, you have a couple of options. You've got your rice, you've got your potatoes, you've also got some strawberries. Now, rice is probably the best idea early game because it grows relatively quickly, but we also want to be growing some heel root. Later on down the line, we are going to be growing some hops and some smoke leaf, so we can sell both alcohol and some nice relaxing joints. Okay, so far so good. We have our first little area. Ooh, we've got lovers. Subtitle Guy and Titan. Why am I not surprised, Subtitle Guy? Why am I not surprised? Okay, so both myself and Subtitle Guy are in a relationship while Dave is the loner in the colony. We do need to get him a nice place to sleep, so that's going to be the next thing on the cards. We also have Subtitle Guy feeling somewhat apathetic at the moment, which it's not ideal, but it's better than him going on a bloodthirsty murdering rampage, which is a option. Why did you choose Subtitle Guy, Titan? Why? Dave is a much better option. Dave isn't in the middle of nowhere, wandering around feeling apathetic. He is currently having a nap in the storage area, because unlike you or Subtitle Guy, he doesn't have a bed. But he would have a bed had you chosen him. Dave has a tiny room, whereas both Subtitle Guy and Titan have a relatively large, luxurious room. Why? I don't know, but let's see who the Husky is bonded to. Social. Right, bonded with Titan. That means that we have to get a pet sleeping area in with Titan and Subtitle Guy. Since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Subtitle Guy thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? Well, I'm thinking that we're going to be calling ourselves the Pizza Kings. And for our settlement, we're going to be calling this the Pizza Plaza, even though I don't have any mods or any way of creating pizza. But maybe one day, maybe after I finish recording this episode, I will go and find a mod that allows me to cook pizza in RimWorld. Now that we've got the entrance on the go, I'm going to be getting some embrasures out so that we can stand behind some cover and shoot the enemy as they walk, well, as they try to make their way into our base. And assuming everything goes to plan, they will not make it into the base. One of the things that we're going to be needing is a research bench so that we can start getting some more advanced technologies, and I need to get a door there so that we are not sealing Dave out of his bedroom. Sorry about that, Dave. While we've got a little bit of downtime before a raid happens, or anything along those lines, one of the mods allows us to actually look at the psyche of our characters. So let's have a look at what the game says about Titan. So Titan is extremely outspoken, extremely geeky and nostalgic, while being not even remotely independent, not pure, and not intelligent. Okay, moving on to Subtitle Guy, who is very passionate, very intelligent, and not ambitious, not cultured, and not confident. Okay, I would definitely agree that Subtitle Guy is not even remotely cultured, but last, let's have a look at Dave. Dave is naive, he's cultured, and last but not least, he is not even remotely pure. So, Titan and Dave could have had some wild times, but no. We went with Subtitle Guy. And here we go. We have our first raid, along with a wild dude walking in. Hopefully he hasn't wandered in around the same area as the raiders, as that would be somewhat unfortunate. A lot of the map is on fire. Now, where are these raiders? Come on game, show me the raiders. Here we are. We have Shizuka. Right, let's have a look at what you have. You have no health issues, which is fantastic. You're a bit sweaty at the moment, and you are good with mining, and good with plants. Assuming we don't kill you, oh, you're also a thrasher of the Supreme Pigs. Nice. Now, assuming we don't kill you, we may try to recruit you. Get into battle positions, and we will see how this goes. So far a couple of shots have been fired and the Supreme Pig Thrasher has taken some damage and the Supreme Pig Thrasher has gone down. We have survived our first raid, and at the same time we have almost got our walk-in freezer set up to keep our food nice and cold, nice and fresh, and we have a butcher's table so that once we do manage to start hunting, we have a place to get some meat. Let's get a dining area on the go, because one of the ways that our colonists can get into a bit of a foul mood is in the event that they don't eat at a table, and one of the mods that I have seen, but I am not going to install, makes it so that not eating at a table is the equivalent of a war crime, and it makes our colonists extremely unhappy. So, as you can see here, we have 8 without a table at -3. Now, in the event that we had that mod, it would turn that -3 into a -25, and seeing as we have been here for 8 days, yeah, our colony would have been wiped out well before now. As soon as we have access to our solar panels, I think that that's where I'm going to call it for today's episode, as I'm wanting to get our power, our electric grid up and running for that first episode. But in saying that, we also need to get our hands on some batteries so that we can store the electricity when there is no wind or when the sun isn't out. So yeah, the episode might go on a tad longer than I initially expected. One of the things I do love about this game is that the wind turbine, it gets a little bit annoyed when a tree is in front of it, but you can build these solar panels in front of it and it won't care. It will still generate wind power, just like the solar panels will generate solar energy. So yeah, we have a nice green electricity grid at this moment in time. Do we have our batteries? Yes, we do. So I now need to think of somewhere to put our batteries. And here we go, we have our second raid. Let's have a look at what we have. We have a damned one. A damned one is a creature added by a mod, and unfortunately we cannot see if he has anything with him. So, oh god! Okay, some meteors landed at more or less the same time, and quite nearly crushed the poor guy. Oh god, right, Dave, come on, I know you've got dementia, but I need you to defend the Husky. I need you to defend Tiny. Tiny is our Husky. Do not let Tiny die. Come on, Dave. I believe in you. Right, Dave, we're going to pull him into the corridor of death, and you're not going to die, Dave. Dave, you are not letting the others help you here. Come on. Come on, Dave. Right, we've accidentally shot up in a hole in the pathway to the corridor of death, so... Oh, come on, Titan! You did not need to shoot Dave! Sorry about that, Dave. Right, you two, good work. But Titan, I'm assuming it was you. Let's have a look. Oh, so it was Subtitle Guy. Subtitle Guy's revolver bullet narrowly missed the damned one, piercing Dave's left eye. This is not ideal. Dave, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to get hurt though, but we were just trying to protect Tiny. And on that note, we're gonna end. We just survived our second raid, we almost lost Tiny, and Dave took a bullet in the eye. Dave, you are a great soldier. Subtitle Guy, you're a crap shot. But either way, I am AutomaTitan, and it's time to end the first episode of RimWorld. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you next time.